In this video, we will learn about the concept of radicals and radicands. If n is a positive integer and it should be greater than 1 and a is a real number, then any real number x such that x power n is equal to a is called the nth root of a. Keep it in mind. And symbolically it is written as x is equal to a radical n, which shows x is equal to a power 1 divided by n. So this is the concept of radical, and this is the all the definition is up till here is the definition of radicals, right? In the radical, a here is a under root sign and the symbol under root is called a radical sign. N is called the index of the radical, and the real number a under the radical sign is called the radicand or base, right? Keep in mind that if we have a square root 2 is written, then it is usually written as a under root 2. There is no need to write 2, right? Usually we represent it by a under root. So the definition of a under root is a power 1 by 2. So 2 is not written here. Either you can write, if you are not writing it, you have to consider it 1 over 2, right? Like that. So this is the definition of or concept of radical and radicands. I will repeat it again. If n is a positive integer greater than 1 and a is a real number, then any real number, another real number x, such that x whole power n is a, this is called the nth root of a, and in symbols it is written as x is equal to a square root n, because when we have x power n, I will show you how can we simplify it. It is x power n, and we want to find the value of x here. So what we will do, if I will show it by here, we have x power n, applying 1 over n on both sides. They will cancel each other and x will become a power 1 over n, and it is written as a n. You can write it like that. So the main procedure is doing here is like that, right? So x power n is equal to a. Symbolically it is written as x is equal to a at root n. I show you how it is coming, right? Or x is equal to a power 1 over n. Now in the radical, this sign is called a radical sign, right? Under root sign. N is called the index of the radical or power of the radical, right? And the real number a is called the, which is under this sign, is radical sign, it is called the radicand or the base, right? This is the concept of radicals or radicands. Now we will learn about the properties of radicands. Radicals, let a b belong to real number, any real numbers, two numbers, and m and b any positive integers, then a b whole under root n mean you can separate it, a under root n and b under root n. This is first property, you can separate it. If they are multiplying each other under the same under root sign, then you can write it a under root n and b under root n multiplying with each other. First property. Second property, if a is divided by b and we have full sign of this under root n, then you can separate it a under root n and a under root n divided by, you can separate it. This is the you can divide it separately, right? Second property. Third property is that a under root m and then we have under root n this supplies that a under root these two m and n, they will multiplying each other, right? You can write in place of this a under root mn. Next property is, if we have am under root n, then it means you can write it a under root n whole power m, right? This is the fourth property. So you can replace this by this thing. These are the properties. And the fourth property is, if we have an under root n, then the answer is equal to a. But how it is equal to a, I have shown here, because an under root n mean its definition is 1 by n, as I have discussed here. Under root a, it means the power is 1 by 2. So if under root n, then it means the power is 1 by n, right? I replace this by under root n 1 over n power, and then powers will multiplying each other. A power 1 will give you a. This is the property. So these are the 5 properties of radicals, and in next we will learn how we will simplify when we have radicals and radicands. What will the procedure to simplify them? Now we will learn what is the transformation of an expression given in radical form to an exponential form. For example, here we have given -8, and in radical we have given power is 5. So how can we convert it? First of all, we will write here -8, and you know, I have told you earlier that if we want to convert in parentheses, then power will become in 1 over 5 form. So in this way you can write it in exponential form. Radical form is converted into exponential form. Similarly here, x power 5, and we want to convert in exponential form. I will replace under root by 3 by 1 by 3, and it means powers will multiply each other. Power will become 5 by 3, right? And here we want to convert this exponential form into radical form. What I will do, I am writing power 3, 3 by 4 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 4,